to your point, and he's my number one as well, guy. And Ollie Gordon, like you said, over 1,700 yards. I mean, over 20 touchdowns. This guy balled out last year, with the exception of maybe one or two games. I know that BYU game was pretty rough. He absolutely was that guy. My number two is Keyshawn Judkins. I've talked about him since his freshman year. And now to be in that offense with Travion Henderson, man, I mean, I just see big things for him. And maybe he might not get the numbers that everybody else on this list has because he's going to be splitting time, but he's going to be balling, in my opinion, not only in the run game, but also in the pass game, getting him out there on screens, getting him out there in space. I think he's going to light it up. I love that. And you know how hard that was, because I too am not an Ohio State fan, so I don't want to give no love. But he's a former Ole Miss guy, so I'll definitely show him some love.
Oh, and he deserves it. So
all around baller, yeah, absolutely. Ollie is running behind.
That's another big point.
Yes, and that
offensive line is going to kill it there.
Absolutely, and that's what they do at Oklahoma State. They're definitely going to run the ball. My three. Of course, my guy over 1,500 yards, Omarion Hampton, and now he's not going to have a Drake May over there. He has old Texas A&M quarterback Max Johnson, who's definitely a good passer, but I definitely believe they're going to lean heavy on the run. It's kind of similar to how they did last year with Drake May. So I am eager to see him be the bell cow and continue to carry it. I mean, we still got some good members on the line. Nesbitt's going to be a senior or tight end this year. So we've got weapons. And if Omarion can get to 200, 230, 240, 250 carries, I mean, he could be up there by season's end. So I'm eager to see him get going this year. My number four, and so I'm going to preface this by saying I'm no disrespect to your guy, Edwards. I got him just outside. I got him at 6, and the only reason is because
there's a lot of really good running backs. So
right. And I haven't seen, like, he's always been in a reserve role or whenever he can get in and everything like that. I fully believe Sherrone Moore is going to run him like wild this year. So I am so excited to see that. But actually, my number 4 is Ashton Jeanty of Boise State.
To keep him off the list.
Yeah, I mean, I love this guy, man, and he's a dual threat guy. He had over 40 catches, over 500 yards receiving, on top of having 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns at Boise State. This guy is one of those guys that stayed. He's going to be a legit part of that offense, man, and he's definitely going to be the bell cow now that the other running back left and went to the league. And my last guy on here is a guy out of Kansas. I'm really looking to see if he could have a breakout season. Devin Neal, over 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns a year ago. Kansas over the last several years has been just right at the cusp, getting that 4 or 5 wins, early in the season. Then one thing or another happens. Obviously, Daniels got hurt a couple years back, and then last year they just couldn't keep the momentum going. So I'm eager to see if Kansas can pull it out, especially now that Oklahoma and Texas are no longer in the Big 12. I want to see if maybe that might be a little bit more wide open for them. So we'll see. But Devin Neal, I'm definitely eager to see what he puts out there on the field.